We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we record this podcast, the Wurundjeri Woi-wurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to their elders past and present and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples listening today.
Trigger warning for this episode, we discuss adult themes, body image, diet culture, and it contains some coarse language, so please be aware if you have little ears around.
Hello and welcome to
Life Academy!
I'm your host, Dena Amy Kaplan.
And I'm your host, Alicia Bannett.
On Screen Frenemies.
The real life besties.
What's up, besties?
Hello, darling.
Hello, my darling unqualified life coach. Here to teach us some life lessons.
Oh, God, I got plenty for you.
Can't wait for him, babe.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm really good.
Yeah.
I think I've hacked the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a big call.
Yeah. I've got a hack for everyone.
Stop it.
I'm very excited about this. So, you know, I love my biohacking sort of stuff, like my red light, my saunas, my all that. Yeah, so I'm very into biohacking. But my most recent sort of like, what's it called? Like habit stacking hack is I bought a walking pad. Do you know what this is?
No.
It's like a very slow treadmill that you can just
like one of those that it's like a treadmill, but it doesn't have any railings or anything. Okay.
It's a little walking pad.
Yeah.
And because of my back, it really hurts to sit when I study.
Yeah, okay.
So now I'm like, oh my God, I got a walking pad so I can walk during class and also get my steps in at the same time, because that was one of my New Year's goals, was to really get my steps up.
Yep.
Because with study, I'm so sedentary and I'm just not getting enough steps in.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to get a walking pad. And it's like, it's slow enough that you can like drink your coffee and like type and stuff like that.
It's like a stroll.
It's just a stroll. It's a stroll, but you're doing it for like 1 or 2 hours. For me, like during tutorials or lectures, it's like 2 hours of me walking instead of sitting the way it really fucking
Can
hurts.
you like make notes and stuff while
Yeah. You can do
Wow.
whatever, but you're just moving your body at the same time. So I feel like I've hacked the
goodness.
system. I'm really happy
look
with
at
my
you
walking
go.
pad, and I highly recommend it to everyone. And this one that I got also does. It's a vibration plate as well, which is like another biohacking thing. And that's really good for your lymphatic system. So you can also I wouldn't do that while I'm in class, obviously.
Yeah.
But I can like wear my LED mask and like do my vibrating at the same time. And I've got all these like habit stacking, biohacking little things going on.
Okay, so now I need all of your advice, because for Christmas, Zach and I both got these little biohacking things. Like I got my red light mask.
Yes.
And Zach got the recovery boot.
Yes, love it. You guys are right on my page.
Yes. So how many times a week do you use your red light therapy mask?
As often as possible.
Oh.
I used to try to do it every day, but now I don't really have the time. Now I do it every time I actually keep it in my sauna, and I do it every time I sauna. So that's probably 4 times a week.
Because this thing was telling me, like I read up on it and it was like, use it 3 times a week, and depending on how strong it is, like you can use it 3 times a week and not really anymore. And I was like, can't I just use it every night? Like I want my skin
I use mine almost every night.
Okay.
I never read the instructions though, so it's very Dena.
No drafts.
No drafts.
Yeah. I'm such an instruction gal.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen if you use it more than – I know people that use it double the amount of time. So they do the 10 minutes and then they put it on for another 10 minutes because they like really want the glow.
Yeah.
So I really don't think using it every night could be a problem. But hey, I'm not a doctor, so don't take my advice. But
if there's any doctors, or if there's anyone listening out there that knows
how often we should be using it,
be doing it, and like if using it more than the amount that's recommended, is that going to be damaging?
I don't
Let me
think
know.
so.
I just want to know.
I really don't. But I would say now I use it maybe 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I do notice a difference when I use it.
What do you notice?
I notice that my skin glows more.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got more of a glow.
All right.
But
I'm going to look out for the glow.
That could also be the sauna. Like I do it. This is my whole thing with the habit stacking is I try to do stuff at the same time because I'm time poor.
Well, it's a clever thing.
Yeah. So now with my walking pad, I can do my vibration, my red light mask, my walking. I'm doing it all. This year is the wellness year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Get your steps in, get your mask on, get it all happening.
I'd like to get some more steps in actually.
Yeah, it's important. Yeah. It really is.
I'm doing a lot of Pilates, and the other day I figured out, I was like, I think I'm stronger than I think I am.
I love that for you.
Like
I think you are too.
I was teaching, so I've started doing like some teaching hours.
Yes.
Yeah. And do you know what? I'm really enjoying it and I think I'm okay at it.
Yay.
Which is really cool. And my girlfriends are like pulling up really sore. They're like, oh my God, you are crazy. That hurts so bad. Like I can't walk today. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
I love it. So yeah, you're giving them a challenge.
Yeah. And I do the class with them as well. And I'm like, I'm not pulling up sore. I'm feeling good. Like, so I'm kind of like, I didn't realize that I was like, oh, okay. I'm working my muscles, which I have been. Like, I've been doing these bloody hours consistently. And like, yeah, I don't know. I think I didn't realize that I was strong. And what I also realized, I've got a strong core. And my girlfriend the other day was like, oh yeah, because of like
really
dancing
amazing
and stuff.
after
and
having
I was like,
kids.
oh yeah, I've been a dancer. I've always known that, like to turn my core on. So I was like,
but you know what? I don't have a strong core. I don't know if this is because I had a C-section and you had a natural birth. I don't know. Yeah. But I have spent 2.5 years trying to get my core back.
Yeah.
And nothing I do strengthens my core. So the fact that you've had a child and you have a strong core.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should do some of my classes because they're very core heavy.
I would love to do some of your classes. I love Pilates.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to do some of your classes. It's a shame we live 700 hours apart from each other.
But we'll make it work. I can do a Zoom for you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we could do that.
But they are actually they are hectic.
They're
killer. I do hectic mat ones.
I love that.
That like involve HIIT and it's
I love that. Soon we're going to have you on the self-retreat running.
My God, Dena, yes.
Yes, babe. As soon as you feel you're ready, we will get you on there running the Pilates classes.
I'm ready now, girl.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm just not qualified, so let's not.
Yeah. We have to wait till you're qualified and maybe like have practiced a bit with groups because we have 15 women coming to our next one.
Great.
So
God,
we need to make sure you're ready with groups as well.
I've got the confidence for it. So
I know you do.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And if I don't, then I just fake it till I make it.
That's what we do, baby.
But
as usual, I've got a bit of a story for you.
Oh my
gosh. A bit of a wild story.
Give me the story. Give me the wild story.
Oh my God. So this is crazy.
Really?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's crazy. I also thought I'd told you this story. So if I have, just be like, Dena, we've talked about this.
Okay.
Because, memory, ADHD, all that
Love
stuff.
That. Yeah.
But I was at the gym and I saw this guy at the gym who looked really familiar. Mm-hmm. And we were like looking at each other, not making eyes, but looking at each other of like recognition. Like, where do I know you from? Like, oh. And then it like got to this one point where we were standing next to each other and I heard him talking about being a paramedic. And I was like, oh my God. And it clocked that he was the first person on site after my car accident.
Stop.
And he got in the car with me and he was like the one who sat with me and like calmed me down and was like, okay, they're going to cut the car open now and they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And he was like there through the whole thing. And so I went up to him and I was like, I don't know if you remember the car accident when I said where it was. Yeah. And I was like, you, and he was like, oh my God, I recognized your face, but I couldn't figure out how. And he's like, it is such a miracle to see you here at the gym.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, I couldn't believe that you could walk, never mind seeing you here at the gym.
Wow.
I was like, I know, it's just all of it is such a miracle. Like, it's just crazy. And he was like, yeah, that was one of the worst accidents that I have ever seen. He's like, I've never seen a car messed up like that and someone just walk out with not even a bruise.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I'm just so glad I'm seeing you because all I wanted to do was thank you and thank all the first people on site, all the first responders.
Shivers.
And I got an opportunity to thank him. And then he was like, yeah, mate, no worries. Like, it's so good to see you like at the fucking gym.
Oh my gosh.
And I was just like, what are the chances of seeing this guy like at the gym? And we're both sort of recognizing each other. I mean, and then when I heard paramedics straight away, I was like, oh my God, that's where I know him from.
Yeah.
And he's got this like really kind face. Yeah. And he was like, he crawled into the car and he like sat with me and like calmed me down and all this sort of stuff. So I got to thank him and he was just like, you're a fucking walking miracle, mate.
Oh,
he's like,
wow.
I could not believe that night. He's like, I did not believe that you would walk out of the car.
Oh my God,
it's he said all of us were like gobsmacked. So anyway.
Yeah, you rock up to an accident like that, like you think someone's down there and they're
either dead or
fucked up,
like paralyzed or something. I mean, I had a scratch. I had
One
a single
scratch. One little scratch.
One little scratch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it gives me like crazy shivers. But yeah, I had to tell you that
I love that.
bumped into him.
Oh, shout out to your first responder paramedic.
Shout out to first responders. Amazing people.
Yeah. Actually, while we're at it, let's do a little bit of a shout out to all of our first responders as well with all the bushfires that we've had a couple of weeks ago, because that's hectic. And
it's so hectic. I've actually got a friend who I actually just posted it on my Instagram stories, but a friend who her and her kids, they've lost everything.
Oh,
the house is gone. Everything's gone. She said the kids are really traumatized. It's been awful. So I've put the GoFundMe link on my page. If anyone has $1 to spare, please, donate.
You think I was thinking about this the other day, where like when we come up to summer in Australia, I feel like everybody sort of in the East Coast states, everyone's going to be worried about something. Like up in Queensland, they're going to be worrying about floods. In Sydney and in New South Wales and Victoria, they're going to be worrying about fires. Like it's something that is inside of you, and in the lead up to summer, you're like, oh God, I hope this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then
it happens. We have a lot of natural disasters happen in Australia. We really do.
Yeah.
Like it's a scary
And now we're
thing.
starting to get bloody cyclones and stuff too. That never used to happen, but that's coming.
I can't say I personally get I feel very privileged saying this, but I don't have that sort of anxiety around it. I don't think, things are going to happen.
Certain people that live in the spots that are.
I can imagine people who do live in those spots. Like I really feel for them. And my friend Zoe, who's lost everything, just for 1 minute to be totally fine, and you've got 3 kids and you're in your family home, and then for everything to be gone, like I can't even fathom what that does to a person, and how you restart your life and how you look after your children and how displaced you feel. And
completely.
Yeah. So sending our love to anyone
so much love
in harm's way. And if there's anything that we can do, please join the Facebook group and, put it out there.
Let us know.
If anyone needs help.
Yeah.
Hard
But
times.
it was, I think on a happier note, on a couple of the really hot days that we were having, I was down by the beach at my beach house. So it wasn't as hot there, which was actually kind of nice. I thought, let's get my baby and my puppy dog down to a place that's a little bit cooler. And it was just a nice little reset holiday that we were able to have. And
I'm so glad you had that, because I didn't have that. And I feel like the new year has just kicked me up the ass because I haven't had a break.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad you had that.
It was really necessary. And we had both my parents came down and Zach's parents were there as well. Actually, Zach's mum was there. Zach's dad had to work, but it just also meant that Isla was able to have so many different eyes on her. So then I actually got a bit
to relax
of time
for 5 minutes.
And it was, I needed it. And it was so nice.
I'm so happy
it's
for you, babe.
Watching our first episode back for the year, I was looking at myself. I was like, damn, I look tired. Like just the bags under my eyes. I was puffy. And I mean, I might still be now because I still feel tired. But I was like, yeah, girl, you look tired. So it was after all of that Christmas season and stuff, it was really necessary just to have that little break. And it was nice. And it was just a lot of sort of core memories made of Isla getting her confidence in the pool, which was really fun.
How beautiful is teaching them how to swim.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
loving that.
And it was just so the laughter that you can hear constantly coming out of her. It was just, oh God, it felt so good. And
so beautiful.
There was one point where we had a bit of a storm and rain came over and we were in the pool and we were just all laughing at how heavy the rain was. And it was just core memories. Yeah, it was really, really beautiful to be able to just make some really nice family memories.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
We didn't get a break this year. We kind of planned on doing a little caravan trip, but it didn't work out for various reasons. And the New Year's just sort of started and Alex is back at work and I'm back at work and I just feel like I haven't had a break. So I'm actually looking at doing a week in Bali in April or May by myself.
Wow.
And just going on a woman's retreat or something. Because it's
actually there was a retreat that you sent me that looked really good.
Something like that. It's really exhausting amazing but exhausting running retreats. I actually just want to participate in one.
Yeah.
Like I just want to do all the nervous system regulation stuff myself. I want to like do all the things myself. So I think I'm going to, because I spoke to Alex about it and he was totally fine to have Maya for the week. So I think that's going to be my little holiday because I have not stopped. Like I haven't taken a breath. So yeah, I was like, even on the drive down here on the way, I was like, God, like this new year is just like kicking me up the butt. Like I don't, like I haven't caught up on things and I'm just like, oh, I don't feel like I had a break. I feel like it was Christmas and now we're just back into everything. And it's like, so I'm really glad you had that. And I'm going to have my week in Bali.
Because it's been a long time since I've had any kind of a holiday as well. Like I couldn't tell you the last time I went on a holiday. So it was just, it was very nice. I feel like the only rests that I kind of got last year was when I was really sick.
Which is
and
ridiculous.
I got to actually spend time on the couch.
That's not a rest.
That's like, not a rest. It was kind of like recovering from sickness but also being able to rest. But
I did take a few days, as I said, after the
to
family gatherings
have your,
to rot, but you told me to call it rest.
Yes.
But like that was similar. I was kind of sick-ish.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't, I just wasn't feeling well. It wasn't actual like chosen
just chill
holiday. Like read a book in the sun.
I taught my mum and my mother-in-law, I did a Pilates class for them as well, which was really fun.
I love that.
Yeah, I sort of like catered to their needs a little more and it was just fun. Like it was just,
It sounds lovely.
Yeah, it was a good little.
I have to run this by you because I think we're on the same page about this.
Yeah.
So my little sister Ariel
has
just bought a new house with her partner.
So
her
amazing.
husband, I should say.
Her
sorry.
husband?
She's just like amazing. Ari's just like, she just knows how to do life.
Yeah.
Like they're just kicking goals left, right and center. So they've bought this beautiful house, which is going to be like a family. Like this will be the house they live in for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
it's
forever home.
Beautiful. It's big. It's got like 5 bedrooms. It's got everything they
gorgeous.
need. It's so beautiful. It's got so much fucking storage. I wanted to punch her in the face.
We love storage.
Because we have no storage. I was so jealous. But anyway, I was having this conversation with her about how she should get a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, other than Maya and Alex, like Stormy is the best thing that ever happened to me. Like getting a dog was the best decision I ever made. It made me a better person. It made life more full of joy.
Yeah.
It like made me walk more and exercise more and go out in the sun more. And at the time I was like struggling with depression and it was the best thing to like get me out of the house and look after someone other than myself. And I just think having a dog, particularly a Groodle, is just the best thing in the world. And I said to her, like, get a dog. Like, like get a dog before you have kids. It's the best introduction to having kids. And she was like, nah, I want to have kids first and then I'll get a dog like when they're like 5 or 6 or 7. And I was like, no. And I was like trying to tell her how she has to get a dog first. And she loves dogs. She's obsessed. Like she spends all day sending me memes of dogs. So I'm like, just do it. And she's like, oh, I'm never at home, which is true. She does work a lot.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say is, I don't know about you, but for me, having a dog, other than having a kid, is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I think they are the greatest gift to humans in the world. Do you agree with me on this?
I agree with you on it, for sure. For sure. I think I always grew up having cats as well, so I'm a big cat and dog person. And I think you have connections with animals, right? And it feels so special. Rome was my baby.
Yeah,
he was my little bubby, and I was devastated when he passed away. But it was his time. We had 17 fabulous years together.
That's a long time.
He lived a long time, and he lived a really lovely life. But I think
also a great name for a cat.
Yeah.
Rome.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, I think my brother chose it actually.
I was like, I want to go with name.
I want to go with
really
Romeo.
like that.
Yeah, I called him Romeo. I don't think anyone else really called him Romeo, but for the most part, he was Rome.
Rome. I really like that name.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And he was my baby. Like I went to sleep with him in my arms at night, and it's a purpose. They give you a purpose.
So much purpose.
Yeah,
and so much joy. Like, so I've got Stormy and Teddy. Teddy's my adopted baby.
Yeah.
But And Teddy's the best thing in the world. He's so adorable. Everyone's obsessed with him.
Yeah,
but Stormy's
Teddy's my boy.
Stormy's my baby who I like went and like got her as a bubba. And
you
like,
have a special connection with Stormy.
Oh my God, this dog is just like every morning. She's just like, I'm like, good morning, my little girl.
Yeah.
And she's like up kissing us and she's just the most beautiful, delightful thing. So I just want to say to anyone, if you are considering or thinking about getting a dog, fucking do it.
Do it.
It will be the best decision you've ever made.
And they're so happy to see you. Like I walk in the door and Mud's tail is just wagging and he's like so happy to see me. And I'm like, oh, my boy.
I feel like people don't talk about it enough, about how amazing getting dogs are.
Yeah, it's very, very special. I do, however, I understand Ari's perspective as well. Because if you're someone that isn't home a lot, like these,
that's not fair to the animal.
Yeah, that's not fair to the animal. And especially also think about the type of breed that you are going to get. Like if you're not able to give a dog like a border collie or a kelpie, like if you live in a small place.
Don't do that.
Kind of if you live in any place, make sure that you can get out and just run those dogs.
Give them what they need.
Give them what they need.
Just get a Groodle as well. Best breeds ever. So smart, so funny, so cute.
But all the dogs that you grew up with, what are they? The little white fluffy?
We had border collies and then we had Havanese. My mum has all Havanese.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So they're the dogs that I've always known your family to have.
Yeah. They're not my dogs. They're my mum's dogs. They're not like they're cute as anything, but they're not my favorite breeds.
Academy, like they were.
Yeah.
They were.
They were the family dogs. Yeah. But to me, Groodles are the elite breed.
They are very good
best breed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just so playful, so fun, just amazing.
But yeah, I think Ari's correct. I reckon once she has kids, I think she'll be a good do the mum first and then have the doggy. I think I support her on that. Okay. Yeah.
I think she should get a dog first. I think it's a really good introduction to parenting.
I agree, but she will not stop until she has kids.
Yeah, this is true.
So
you're bang on.
Yeah.
Have you heard about this pop culture gossip about Ashley Tisdale and her mother's group with Hilary Duff, this toxic mother's group?
I saw something about Hilary Duff and Ashley Tisdale, but I didn't see what it's about or how it started. What in the world, a mother's group thing? Were
Honestly,
they in a mother's group?
I don't really know, but an article came out with Ashley Tisdale talking about her toxic mother's group.
Right.
And then everyone, the sleuths all figured out that Hilary Duff and some other celebrities were in the group, the mother's group as well. Oh. And they're all unfollowing each other on Instagram. So there was obviously drama. But what it made me think about was my mother's group.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask you, did you have a mother's group?
I did have a mother's group.
Tell me about your experience because I had an interesting experience.
Did you? My experience was really good. I didn't super duper connect with anyone where I was like, this is my bestie for life kind of thing. But all of the women were so absolutely lovely and I got along with all of them. We did catch-ups outside of our mother's group. We ended up doing a baby sensory kind of class together. And I think we had probably one big catch up without our babies at just, a little pub kind of thing. But we sort of just ran into each other sporadically.
Are you still in touch with any of them?
A little bit. I mean, social media, but not we don't really plan to catch up with each other, but we just support each other kind of with oh, you're looking amazing. And, some of them have had their second babies by now and stuff as well. So, but there's, I think in terms of connecting with someone where it's we spent every second together and our babies have been growing up together, I didn't have any of that experience. I would have loved to. And I think I felt like I was connected to a couple of the ladies a little bit like that, but nothing just really came together and grew. Because as well, I think it can be really hard just making friends as adults anyway. And then, you're in this new world and you've got a little baby. So nothing really ever eventuated, but I love all of them and I think they're all really amazing.
You had a nice experience.
It was a nice experience. Yeah.
Cool. I had an interesting experience because we gave birth while we were still living in Port Melbourne. And then my first mother's group was in Port Melbourne. And then we moved out to the countryside. Yeah. So I joined another mother's group in the countryside. And I found the first year of motherhood quite lonely and I struggled a lot with postnatal depression, and I found it challenging.
Yeah.
And neither of my mother's groups, like I didn't connect with anyone. I felt like it was people just like coming there with all their issues and how much their babies aren't sleeping and how they can't do this and they can't do that and how hard it is and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, this is just not good for me. Like I just felt like it was like a whinge, anger, stress city.
Yeah.
And like I didn't connect with anyone, and I didn't make any friends with my mother's group. And I was like, is something wrong with me? And I didn't like how like fear mongering it was, like how everyone was like, my baby's not sleeping and it's not doing this and it's not doing that, and am I meant to be doing this? And I was just like, oh, everyone needs to like chill. Like we've all got different babies and they're all doing different things. So I didn't find it like very productive or helpful, and I didn't remain friends with anyone from my mother's groups. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I'm the problem or if a lot of people don't relate to it. Like, I don't know. If you're out there and you're in a mother's group, you've just had a baby and you're just not really connecting, I just want to say that I feel you.
Yeah.
And I found the first year of motherhood really quite lonely and quite scary and quite isolating. And I often like wanted to like find people to go for walks with and like to connect with. And I just didn't really find that. And it wasn't till like my turn 2 that I started to really like enjoy the journey, because my mental health improved and like the hormones and everything started to stabilize. But I look back at photos of when she was 1 and I get really sad because the first year of her life is such a blur to me, because I was really struggling so much mentally. Like I think about even the day you came over and you like helped me. Like there were so many days like that where I was just so overwhelmed and I wasn't sleeping, and I often couldn't manage by myself and needed to outsource help, and like I needed help with nannies or my parents or something. And it makes me really sad. I was like, fuck, that first year was really, really hard.
Can I also just say though that it's like you need a village.
Yeah.
I needed
a village.
Well, everyone needs a village. Like to do it on your own, the first year, I mean, parenthood in general, not even just the first year, it's hard.
It's so hard.
It's so
But the first year is
and the first
really
year is
hard.
wild.
It's
I think
wild.
And
like
especially as a first-time parent, because you don't know what to expect.
Trying to learn how to breastfeed and then like figuring out sleep routines and like all these things. You're just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then also feeling so alone. And then I remember like trying to like I really wanted to try get fit and healthy again. And like that seemed so impossible. Like how do I go to the gym and how do I make time to do this when I've got this little baby to look after? And like, yeah, I don't know. For me, like I just want to say to any new mothers out there, like it does get easier. And I feel like at 2, she's 2.5 now, but 2, like I really started to like come out of it and my mental health improved. I was able to step
like
back
your
into
new
work.
self. Yeah.
You know, we've been able to do the podcast. I've been able to study. I've been able to do like all these things, which in the first year were just impossible. It was just survival in the first year.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel for a lot of people that that's the case. It certainly was for me as well. I've touched on this and I still kind of deal with it, but I had major like health anxiety. All I would think about, especially when Isla first was born, every little sound she made, every little move that she made, I was like, what's wrong? Is that normal? Is she okay? If I put her down, what if she dies? Like there was so much. And I've also said this on the podcast before where I'm pretty sure I had postnatal anxiety. So yeah, for me, that first year of motherhood too, like it was chaos. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember.
Do you feel like you weren't that present for it? Like when you look back at photos, are you like, where was I?
So much so.
Yeah.
So much so. Like
it doesn't make me feel better because I don't want that for anyone else, but it makes me feel better knowing I'm not alone in that feeling.
Physically, I was present.
Yeah,
like she was with me all the time, but just mentally, like not at all
present. Yeah,
not at all. Like
I found it hard to enjoy a lot of the first year.
I was terrified to leave her.
Yeah.
And when I was away from her, where I was like, I finally, got away and I was like, I can have, a second to myself.
You didn't want it.
Like I didn't want it. I wanted to get back to her. I wanted to make sure that she was okay. Like it was, leaving the house for me was terrifying.
Yeah,
knowing that I had to
really
I've got to pack this, I've got to pack that, I've got to make sure she's okay, and I've got to. What about nap times, and what about breastfeeding. And what about there was so much anxiety around everything, and I agree. When she turned 2 was when I started to get my stride, back. And I was like, okay, this I can kind of do this. And then terrible 2s hit and you're just like, oh fuck, I can't. What? Yeah. What is this? It's I think
but at least I feel like now I'm present in it. I know what's going on and I'm here with her, and yes, it's hard, but it's also really funny and it's really joyful, and I'm present in it. Whereas when I look back at photos from when she was 1, I'm I don't know where the fuck I was. Yeah. I was just
there.
Yeah.
Just
and
there.
I was so unwell for a lot of it, really, really such as you had the anxiety. For me, it was a depression.
Did you see someone and did you get diagnosed with postnatal depression, or was it just something that afterwards you were like, I'm pretty sure I had postnatal depression?
Well, at one point I had to go into hospital because it was really, really bad. And when I was in the hospital, they diagnosed me with postnatal depression, severe postnatal depression. And it was actually after I stopped breastfeeding. So it was having such a huge hormonal drop and having PMDD. And at that point I wasn't on the HRT.
Right.
I was catatonic. My depression was the worst it's probably ever been in my life. Wow. And I was trying to look after a baby and I could barely shower or get out of bed myself. And I couldn't feel anything I just not with maternal, her so much. I've always felt a connection and love with her. That was never missing. But I just couldn't do stuff. I don't know how to. It's hard to explain it when you're out of it. But I did have to go into hospital.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you've got very severe, postnatal depression, but it's connected to your PMDD, and that hormone drop.
Yeah.
So once I got on the HRT, things were so much better for me, and everything was balanced out, and I was able to function again.
Yeah.
Yeah. But crazy times.
Such crazy times. I remember because once Isla was born too, and when my milk came in, I got those baby blues. So for anyone out there as well, if you're going through this, when I gave birth, the first couple of days I was sort of okay, and then the anxiety really heightened when my milk came in. And I just remember the way I kind of got my way through it. I was like, no, if babies who are born to people who don't even take care of them and they grow up and they survive, my kid can survive me. If a baby can be born in a third world country and face all of these hardships,
I can do it.
My baby can survive me.
Yeah.
And that was what I had to keep saying to myself, where it was she's going to be, I said to Mum, I was like, how do I keep her alive? What do I do?
Yeah.
And she was like, you just do it.
You just do it.
And that's that's honestly
one day at a time.
It's one day at a time. You just got to go. You learn as you're going, and that's terrifying for me because I like to know all of the things, but then the learning of all of the things I found very overwhelming. So I tried and I didn't look into sleep experts, but her sleep was fucked. But I was like, I can't read a book about sleep because it's going to be too overwhelming for me. And I don't want to try and find a sleep expert because I've got to find the right one. Because what if I get one of them and they're not good and they want to do the crying thing? There was
so much anxiety,
so much overwhelm. It was a lot.
You put on a good show. I have to say that. I would never have known.
Everyone said that to me.
You were.
Everyone was just you're such a calm, chill mom. I think my internal world was just, and this is the other thing, because I also at the same time as feeling all of that was the happiest I'd ever been.
Yeah, the dichotomy of it's insane.
Insane. I as I've kind of spoken about before, the purpose that I got from becoming a mum, it was. It changed my life, and the things that just didn't matter anymore, it was wild. But then to have all that internal anxiety about worrying about my child, that was so prevalent, now still is. It's just hard. Yeah. I think parenthood is hard, but becoming a mum that first year,
it's wild
as well. I remember seeing my friends, and even now I see some of my girlfriends who are new parents now, and they're getting out, they're doing their things, they're living their life, they're getting out of their house, they're showering, they're putting makeup on. Like I didn't shower for days. My hair, like not washed for a month, probably 2 months.
Yeah. No,
like
I didn't put on makeup or clothes.
Brush my teeth. What do you mean?
Yeah. No, I totally relate to that.
And like I think,
and you see those mothers out there and like the lunchbox is packed and they look like they look so beautiful. I'm like, how? Like what is going on?
I just remember seeing all that and being like, I'm failing. How can I not get out of the house?
Yeah.
So if anyone is feeling any of this, if anyone is going through any of this, like it's so normal. You need a village.
Yes, you need a village. So my question to you, someone actually wrote this on our Facebook group.
Yeah.
She was like, have you done a mum's episode? And we were like, yeah, we have. But then we realized that it was actually more about probably pregnancy and birth than it was really like about motherhood. But I wrote down a few questions she asked, and one of them was, what would you do differently? And I wanted to pose that to you. What would you do differently?
I think during pregnancy next time, God willing, what I would do is probably read some more books, get some more information. Because I've gone through it already, I think the overwhelm of information is going to be a little less.
Mm-hmm.
I've already got like a wealth of knowledge about things that I've experienced. And now I can probably just delve into sleep and routines, and I can look into sleep specialists a little bit more. I would absolutely get one of those things, the little owlet things that you can put on their foot. So it's a little sock. I don't know if it's an owlet. I don't know what they called it, but it's a little sock that you put on and it measures their like oxygen and their breathing and their heart rate and stuff.
That would really help you with your anxiety.
That would really help me. I'd be able to put my baby down and leave the room without needing to. Like I remember I was like, I have to shower, and I put Isla in the bassinet in the pram, and it was like just outside of the shower room because I was too worried to have her in there that it would get too hot. And I was like, I can't do it. Like I need to get out of the shower and make sure she's okay, make sure she's breathing. So I would definitely get one of those because I think
that would help you a lot.
That would help me a lot. Someone was like, I don't think you'll need it. Like I think it would probably make you more anxious having one. And I listened to that person and I shouldn't have.
No, I think it would give you the stats, I think it would give you the data, and
I'd be able
make
to
you feel
see
safer.
I think my only concern would be is that some people have told me that they can like trigger when nothing's actually wrong.
Yes, and that
scares me. But I think the chances of that kind of happening don't override my need.
The ease it would give
for
you.
it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't put Isla down for 6 months.
Would you co-sleep again?
It depends on what kind of a sleeper a new baby would be. Because Isla genuinely, like when I would put her down, like her little body would just not relax. And I like so many parts of me needed to put her down. And even, if I did, it was probably like 5 minutes max that she would actually be, once she settled. And then her little legs would start to kick and she'd start to like move around and roll around. She was never a good
sleeper.
And she's still not. Like
no.
If I'm in bed with her now, she only stops if she's touching me.
Aww.
Otherwise, she's like moving around the whole bed.
So she really depends on your nervous system to calm her.
So she's just not a great sleeper. Like my brother's daughter, great sleeper, really good at self-settling. They did lots of the good stuff in terms of like they had, I believe, a sleep consultant and had a lot of information that they went in with. But I also think she's just a great sleeper.
Yeah. Maya was a great sleeper.
Yeah.
Like we did have a sleep specialist come in, and we did use the SNOO, which I would say to any new mothers out there, if I had to recommend one product, it would be without a doubt the SNOO. I think it is fucking brilliant and genius, and I would never go without it.
I'd probably try the SNOO.
Yeah. But Maya just was a good sleeper. You know what I mean? Like we just hit the jackpot. And, in other ways there was challenges, but when it came to sleep, like it wasn't something we did. I mean, I think we did invest in a sleep specialist. So we got a really good routine, and that was a really expensive thing to do at the time. But I was like, this is going to be worth it.
Yeah.
But the SNOO for me was just a game changer. And if I have another baby, God willing as well, like that SNOO's popping straight back out, and I will be using that. And like I can't co-sleep. It's not an option for me because of, you know, being on medication and it's just not safe. I would actually, part of me would love the idea of it. Like when Maya comes and snuggles me in my bed, it's really rare because she doesn't do that. Like she's got her own bed that she's always slept in. She's never slept in our bed. And I just love the feeling of it. I'm like, I'd love to just snuggle and sleep together. But, you know, that's not how we trained her and it's not what we did. And some people might think that's not a good thing. But, you know, it did give me a lot of independence. It meant when she went to sleep, I had time to myself to just, you know. So like the fact that you were like Isla's sleep was dependent on touching you and falling.
It still is.
Like that would, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. Like I don't put her to bed awake. Like I sit in the bed with her and she'll cuddle into me until she falls asleep.
And then once she's asleep, can you get up and go?
I can get up and do my thing.
Okay.
Yep.
That's good.
But usually she'll wake up like a few hours later and need me to either settle her back in or that's when I'll go to sleep with her then.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So, but yeah, in terms of doing things differently, I would just prepare myself a little bit more. And again, like if this is your first time being pregnant, that might not be an option for you and you can just wing it. And that's kind of like,
that's what we did.
That's what we did. But yeah, I think I'd go in with some more information. What else would I do differently? That's probably about it. Like
I would make sure that I had a village around me, like my parents, Alex's parents, a nanny, like everything, you know, and that this obviously comes with such privilege to have those things. But like I would make sure that I really had a village around me because I know the risk of my mental health declining again.
Yeah.
So I would have to make sure that I like had that support around me so that if I needed to go into hospital or if I wasn't able to care for her the way I wanted to, that I had that village around me.
Yeah.
I think I did that anyway the first time around, but I think I would really like, you know, sit down with my family members and say, look, I'm very high risk for having postnatal depression. You know, I might need your help, a lot of your help in the first year and like just really have those conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just build that village.
Yeah, I think that's a really good plan. Because it's definitely like I never felt like I didn't have the village, but I also, as I said, I didn't let go of Isla. Because as well, on top of me wanting her to spend all this time, you know, with her grandparents and with our extended family, I was, any time that she would have any cry, any time that like any noise would come out of her little body, I was like, okay. Yeah. Like I trusted everyone, but it was like, I'm a mum. Like whatever the brain chemistry does and how it changes and your hormones, like I could not be away from her. Yeah. And I would say I would be like that again. I think that's my instinct.
I think,
that's a part of,
I would do everything that I could to try be more present for my second child in the first year. Like I do really feel like I missed out on that first year with Maya because of my mental health.
Yeah.
So I would do everything that I could, like get on the HRT straight away and like, you know, make sure I'm on all the medication I need to be on so that I just get to be present for that first year. Like I crave so much the newborn stuff because like I don't know, like I feel like I can't even remember it. And
Same. Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. And you know what else? Some things different that I would do. I would use barrier cream straight away because Isla got major big sores. Midwife said that we didn't need it. When I asked, when I put her first nappy on, I was like, do I need to put like cream? Like what you know, what do I do?
Oh my God, we went through tubs of it the first year.
Yeah, well,
we still do.
The first year for sure, but the first couple of sort of, I guess, like days or weeks,
what terrible
we didn't
advice.
use. Yeah, I just said, she was like, no, they don't need it, and I was like, okay, and Isla ended up with these massive like sores on her bum from like a chemical burn, basically, and that was like, again, you know, when it comes to the health anxiety side of things, like I was going to doctors and they were like, oh yeah, I've never really seen that before, and I was like, what the fuck are you talking? What do you mean you've never seen that before? Like no one had an answer for me.
Oh my God.
And like we were scrambling for, you know, all these things of trying to fix it, and there was literal like it was just it was horrendous. The thing that ended up actually working was using pawpaw on those sores.
Yeah.
That was a barrier because barrier cream didn't stick to it. It didn't. So it was
barrier
just
cream's so important. Like using
so
the
important.
zinc and like making sure. Yeah, I can't believe
so
you
I
got
would
that
use that
advice.
straight away again. I would also what else would I do? What else would I change? Oh, I'd probably mix feed.
Yeah.
I'd probably, or at least try and find a way that I can not feel like a cow pumping and having bottles and getting Zach to do some feeds.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I would get back on the formula quickly. I mean,
so I could have
breastfeeding is such a mind fuck, and the pumping, it just never ends, and you don't have time to do anything else. You're just either breastfeeding or pumping. I would 100% get on the like I got on the formula after 4 months anyway, but I would do mixed feeding as well, 100%. The independence that gave me alone was just life-changing.
Yeah. I think, again, for me, the overwhelm of like needing to know, you know, like I remember reading, like if I pumped, it's like, okay, you can't have this out on the bench for too long. And then if you have it in the fridge, you can't have it in the fridge for too long. If it's in the freezer, then you've got to unfreeze it and put it in, like, it's got to be this temperature. And I was like, oh my God, like it was just so much easier to just chuck her on my boob.
Yeah.
So I think, that would, because once again too, I was like, I need to sterilize everything. If I wash a bottle and it's not sterilized enough, is my baby going to get sick? Like it was just constant. So
the first year is wild. To anyone out there experiencing the first year, it is a fucking roller coaster.
An absolute minefield.
It's a roller coaster. And we love you, and we're like, you know, in solidarity with you, supporting you. And it does get easier. And from my personal experience, it gets so much more joyful, so much more playful, so much more independence.
Yeah.
And
I also, do you know what? I do want to say as well at the end of this that this was quite a heavy conversation about our experiences.
Yeah, there's also so much joy and light and beauty.
Yeah, underneath like all of that, as you've heard me speak about it before, like just the
overwhelming feeling is bliss.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that does override, I think, like when you're in those moments, that overrides
the terror
and the anxiety.
Agree.
It really does. It's still the most special, magical kind of time.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in a million years, and I want to do it again. So
Absolutely.
that tells you everything.
Yes.
That despite how hard it is, how harrowing some days can be, it is
so
still the
worth
most
it.
blissful, euphoric, magical experience of my life, hands down.
100%. Yeah, it's such a weird thing to like, you know, talk about our mental health after giving birth in such a heavy way, but it's still the best thing that's ever, like, I mean, who's like motherhood, right?
It's crazy. Motherhood. We unfortunately are running out of time, guys, but we hope you enjoyed that little recap.
Yeah.
It wasn't too heavy for you.
Deep dive into our motherhood
But yeah, someone did
journeys.
throw those questions our way and we wanted to touch base on them.
Yeah.
But as Alicia said really beautifully and importantly, as hard as it was, like, look at us both. We both want to do it again.
Yeah.
So that says it all. You know, like it is really the
does.
best thing in the world and the best thing that's ever happened. Maya is the best thing that's ever happened to me, and
Agreed.
I desperately want to have another one.
Yeah.
So God willing.
It is, it's just so beautiful. I think we're both very, very blessed and very grateful for the positions that we're in to be mothers.
And that doesn't mean that it's not hard.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that it's not magical. It's just a wild ride.
A wild bloody ride.
Strap in.
On that note, do we have any recommendations, and what is our life lesson?
Oh, life lesson is one day at a time, I think.
That's it. It's a good life lesson.
Yeah, with the new motherhood stuff, one day at a time, and it does get easier and it does get better, and you just start to find your feet a little bit, and you come out of the fog.
Yeah.
So one day at a time would definitely be my advice. I have a rec. Oh my God, I am obsessed. I got myself an Awala water bottle. My older sister told me to get it because of the bacteria and like fungi that can like build up in the Stanley and Hydro Jug bottles because you can't like fully take them apart and wash them. And I was like, ew, gross. And she sent me this video. Anyway, this bottle is elite. It's so good. I can't stop drinking. I'm drinking so much more water because it feels so nice to drink out of, and you can fully take it apart and wash all the parts. And I just understand why there's so much hype around them. It's the best water bottle I've ever used. And I've tried Stanley's, I've tried Hydro Jugs, I've tried honestly all of them. I've tried the Yeti ones. Yeah, this is the best water bottle I've ever used. And if you're a breastfeeding mama, it's just so easy. It's got both the option of sipping and sucking through the straw.
And that's the one straw. You can suck through the straw.
The straw is here and you
Yeah.
can pour it. So you can do both. It's an incredible water bottle and it feels good. It comes in all different sizes and colors. Highly recommend. Not cheap, but worth it.
Worth it.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
yours, Dollface?
I have a good rec.
Okay.
Okay. If you shave your legs,
Yes, I do.
get a razor that's got 4 blades or 5 blades.
Okay. I think I do have that.
Well, if you don't, I didn't. And it's life-changing.
Are they the ones that come with like the pre-built-in like gel like wash around them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Mine's got like a little, it's a Venus one.
Yeah.
And around the blades is like a little thing
Like a
around
soapy
it
bit.
that's got like, it soaps up and it just goes so smoothly. And it get like, this is second day. Usually on second day, I'm like, oh, my legs are hairy again. My legs are silky smooth.
Look at that point. She's still got it. She's ready to step straight back into the dance academy.
It's all the Pilates. It's so funny. Out of so many classes, I have random people coming up to me and like, you're a dancer.
Yeah.
Like you can tell.
Your feet are just giving ballerinas so hard, and your smooth legs are to die for.
Oh
so
my gosh, it feels so
five
good.
blade
It's
razors.
like 4. Well, I've got a 4 one at the moment, but I think there's also 5 blades. I might be wrong because this is the other thing. Zach always steals my razors. I've been hiding them.
That's fucked.
Yeah, it is fucked. Mate.
Don't share razors, guys.
Don't share razors. Don't do it. I tell him this
that's
all
like
the
sharing
time.
toothbrushes.
Literally.
It's disgusting.
It is not okay.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So I've been hiding them, and I bought him for Christmas. I bought him his own razors.
I love that.
I was like 120 razors worth of shaves, and I was like, "Yep, this is all for you, sir. That is yours. I'm hiding mine."
I'm coming over just to use his recovery boots. I love recovery boots.
Yeah.
I love it. You actually got them for him. You succumbed.
I succumbed.
Yeah.
Well, look, to be fair, he was asking for them a lot, and then he was like, "I'm just going to order them," and I was like, "No, I'll do it."
I'll do it. Well, we love you guys. We hope you enjoyed that little yappadoodle. And head on into our Facebook group if you're not in it already, and subscribe and review and do all the things because we love you.
We love you guys. We appreciate your support, and we are so excited for what's to come this year.
Hell yeah. New year. Same us.
Ooh, same us. Yes. Love you, darlings.
Love you, darlings. Bye.
Mwah.